Hey, this will be a video chart on ICOA. Did this one sometime last week, I think. Can't remember exactly what day. But after I did do it, I know it made a pretty big move. And I'm not sure whether or not this was a fat finger trade or if the price really did run all the way up there. If it did, that was a huge move. After, like I said, I think I did on this day or something. But if the price did actually go up that high on that day, which it very well could have, because that day had a big volume bar there. But nice movement, and then today it rebounded nicely from the current pullback it was going through. So I want to just quick update the chart, and that way everybody remains on the same page in terms of what's going on from the technical perspective. So this one, first off, makes a pretty good example. Had the big move here, and then if this was a true trade up here, obviously the price pulled all the way back here, and then the next day pulled back some more, and then the price finally caught up to its 10-day simple moving average, which is this blue line right here. You can see how the price came down here, found support, and then today did a nice job of bouncing off that support, gapped up and ran all the way up here. But then once again, some profit takers hit it and brought it back down here. So for people playing this from a daily chart, things are still looking good. Now, if you're a day trader and you bought up here or up here, things aren't looking as good for you right now. But for the people that are playing this more from the fundamental standpoint or more for a longer term swing trade, and obviously those people are going to be using the daily chart, then things are still hanging in there, and that will remain the case as long as these key moving averages, which are supports, continue to hold. Just to go back to that example, this is a great point here. Coming down here, it got to a point where it really needed to kind of show some strength, and sure enough, found support. And then, today you saw the follow through with the nice big volume, even more so than what it had a couple days ago. So there's still obviously plenty of eyes on the stock. There's still plenty of people watching it, and then you see this volume bar, and you can conclude that there is quite a bit of people actually putting their money into it. So still only less than 500 million shares with these companies that are down in the triple zeros or just barely coming out of triple zeros. It's not uncommon to see 700, 800 million, a billion shares traded. So I'm still interested to see if this stock can ever get up to, let's just say, a billion share day, what sort of price reaction it would have there. I mean, if it can move this far, have this much of a range on just this amount of shares, I mean, if you were to double this amount, then what would happen? I'm sure it would get pretty interesting. So that's why it's remained on my radar. I'm curious to see if what would happen if it gets a nice big, volume bay. Not that these ones aren't big, but given that this is still pretty much a triple zero play, I'm sure a lot of other people have seen volume much bigger than this. So for supports, really nothing has changed. We still have these moving averages that we're going to want to stay above. The blue line here, the 10-day is going to be kind of the ideal level, but if that doesn't hold, you still do have this red line here, which is the 20-day, so then the ideal would be to stay above that. As for resistances, the key one that I'm just going to pretty much point out here is just simply up here at 0.0017, because that is where the profit taker stepped in today. So for now, that's going to be the newest key resistance to watch over. And with a break above that, it probably shouldn't take too long until it's back up here at 0.0022 again. So things are looking good, like I said, from the daily chart. If you're a day trader and you're bought up here, things are a lot more shaky for you. But like I said at the beginning of the video, as long as the support levels continue to hold on any pullbacks, then the things are going to remain in the bull's advantage. If there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook. And with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. We've been making some good money together, so I'd encourage you to head to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One more time, this was ICOA. Thanks for listening.